Well, hello. My name is Gant and welcome back to Ace Academy. Last time, we went to the interview to get a sponsor, It was going good. I think it was going good until they're like, oh, wait, your team is not ranked 10, you're ranked 21? Well then, get out of my office. And I got mad at him. And yeah, that was basically it. And after that was finished, we got home and this is where we're at right now, so let us get started. I'm in a happier mood when I arrive home. Hey guys, I'm home.
You can't just decide that without telling me.
Uncle Kaito? Uncle Kaito's voice stops me. I can see him pacing back and forth in the kitchen.
So cut it short. This is the opening day of my new restaurant. They'll expect me to be there and they'll expect you there too.
As I get closer to the kitchen, I can hear a woman's voice on the other end of the line.
I really don't care. Part of our arrangement was that we'd consult each other before making a decision and you didn't. So how you're supposed to be in two places at once really isn't my problem.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. A ferry of muffled voices on the line has Kaito frowning deeper and deeper.
Don't forget, we are still married. We promised to do whatever it took to make sure nothing interfered with our careers. Well, if you don't show up, then that will certainly interfere with my career.
Oh, I'm stupid. You know what I forgot? Last episode, I'm like, I didn't record half of my shit. I didn't record, so I know what happens in an hour. Today's just been, I had a bad day today. So I'm forgetting shit, so please forgive me. Married? Is he talking to Aunt Yuki? There's a pause. I can hear her saying, I'll see what I can do, and hang up. Uncle Kaito slams the phone on the table, then falls into a chair, and holding his head in his hands. Hey, Uncle Kaito. He glances up and gives me a weak smile.
You're back. How was school today?
It was pretty shitty. My day was awful, Uncle, not gonna lie. Good. It's good. I sit beside him. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I heard you talking to Aunt Yuki just now. He looks a little uneasy, but waits for me to finish. What do you mean by still married? Isn't Aunt Yuki just away on business?
Sort of.
Kaito sighs wearily and rubs his temples.
I suppose you're old enough to know the truth. Your aunt and I are separated. We have been for the last 6 months.
What? You guys are getting a divorce? What? I don't know, every time, man, I fucking teared up right now. I'm sorry, I have parents that have been divorced since I was 5. And yeah, it sucks, you know what I mean? The last 6 months? But you aren't getting a divorce.
No.
Hold on, did I read that right? But you aren't divorced?
No.
How come we didn't know? We're your family.
We had to keep it quiet. Divorce is viewed differently here in Japan. It's not as common as in the States, and Yuki and I don't want our personal issues to interfere with our careers.
Is that really what Japan is about? That's crazy. Where, your personal life could affect your career, you know what I mean? I don't know, whatever is in your personal life, as long as it's not illegal, should stay in your personal life. You get what I mean? And whatever is in your career should stay with your career. There should be, a separation, kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Maybe it is different in Japan. Maybe it's because I live here in the United States where, everything's kind of different. We're okay with most things, and at the same time, not okay with most things. That's the US in a nutshell. I remember the stories Mom told me about how difficult it was when she and Dad first got married. She couldn't have stayed in Japan even if she wanted to. If you two are just separated, Does that mean Aunt Yuki is here in Izukaze?
Yes.
Man, you shouldn't lie. I'm sorry, like... Let me tell you about family. Like, don't get me wrong. If it's a white lie, like little lies, then it's okay. But when it's something major like this, and it's like family care about, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. There's some families where it's like, I don't give a shit about you. Or like, or they do something bad to you. You know what I mean? But you can't just lie to family, like when it's something major. You just can't. It's... I don't know how to explain it, but it's like... If you lied, like if my family like actually lied like something big like this, 50-50 of me will either understand, or I'll be like, you're dead to me. Not dead, but it's like, I can't trust you. You get what I mean? You shouldn't have lied. How long were you planning on keeping this trade before telling us? He hesitates. Oh, come on, PixelFade, you're not gonna voice it? Come on. As long as possible, I suppose.
As long as possible, I suppose.
What the fuck?
As long as possible, I suppose.
You guys see that, right? Like, when I click it, it's like I'm supposed to be talking, but he's talking. Alright, fuck it. We live with you now, and would have found out sooner rather than later. Aunt Yuki can only be away on business for so long before it gets suspicious.
Well, I would have had her stop by and live here a few days before taking off again.
That's stupid. What the fuck? I raise a brow. Because a marriage where you see each other once every few weeks is normal. He sighs.
Yeah, it's inevitable that you would have started asking questions.
Oh. It just stops right there. I'm sorry I didn't tell you when you kids first got here. I feel a pain of guilt. A pang of guilt. I shouldn't be so hard on him. After all, he meant well. At the same time, no. I would still be like a little bit mad. Like, even if I did like understand a little bit, I'll be like, I'll have an attitude in my voice. A little bit. You know? But it's not that bad. But I'll still have an attitude. You're not dead to me, but I'll still have an attitude. The fuck? It's okay. We were busy getting adjusted anyway. What did Aunt Yuki say when you told her we were living with you?
Well, about that.
How many lies are you telling yourself every day? You're lying to people on the daily. But it's not lying. Hey, you're not telling her shit about us. That's basically lying. Or like, not, you know what I mean? Not giving information where it's like, you know, major. Kaito throws off and refuses to meet my eyes. She doesn't know we're here.
No.
Were you planning on telling her?
Of course. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I nod. Uncle Kaito doesn't share anymore, but I can't stop myself from asking. Since we're talking about it now, what happened between you two? He sighs.
Yuki was ready to have kids, and I wasn't. We discussed the possibility of having children when we first got married, and I kept pushing it back. I wanted to focus on my career, and for a while, so did she. But you know how women are. At some point, their biological clock starts ticking. She didn't want to wait anymore.
Damn, that's... You know what that reminds me of? Like, I hate rambling, but at the same time, it's like... I'm not just gonna be like a robot and just read every single one. No, I'm gonna react to every single thing where it's like, if it's important. And like, maybe it'll help you out. Or maybe not. I don't give a shit. But, this just reminds me of, my brother-in-law and my sister, before they had kids, she didn't want kids at all. Or like, she just wanted to focus on her work. No, she didn't want kids, yeah. And her husband did. But they were married, you know what I mean? Her husband did, and like, it was getting to the point where it's like, she had her first kid around like 32, but like, it was like getting there, right? Like, after, what is it, like 35 or something, like the eggs which women produce is like, it's more likely you're gonna have Down syndrome or something, or maybe not have kids, you know what I mean? Like something like that, where it's like you're like pushing it further and further until it's like, oh yeah, like we're not gonna have kids because it's gonna be bad if we have it at this time of our age. But we keep telling her that her husband's gonna leave her because he wants kids. He really wanted kids, Then my dad talked to her, and yeah, now she has kids. But yeah, what did he say to her? She's really Christian, like really Christian, like really Christian. Don't get me wrong, I'm Christian too, but she is the kind of Christians I don't like. You know what I mean? But yeah, my dad talked to her about like, why are we here on this planet? Why did God put us here on this planet? And you know what I mean, all that. And it clicked in her mind, and she just got kids, and she loves them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she regrets it or anything. She really loves her kids. She's on her third one right now. She's on her third one, man. She's crazy. She's like, I want to have back to back so I can have like a lot of kids or some shit like that. It's really funny. Okay, back to this. But you still weren't ready?
No. After that huge argument, we started to drive each other crazy. I became acutely aware of all those small things Yuki did that I hated. We fought all the time, and at some point, we agreed that this wasn't working anymore.
Dude, that's what's scary about, like, that I'm scared about, like, when I get into a relationship with a girl that I like, then I find out it's like, oh, I don't want kids. And it's like, I really want kids. Like, I'm like the only person to pass on my father's name, really, like, because I got two brothers, one who doesn't want kids and will never want kids, cause I don't know, he's and plus he's gay, so it's like, unless he spends a lot of money to get the invertral, is that the one where it's like they get like a surrogate or whatever? Unless he pays a lot of money for that, he's gonna adopt, and it's like, cool, you pass on the name, but it's not really like blood, you know what I mean? 100, it's not really your blood. Don't get me wrong, if you're adopted or anything, we love you, but at the same time, it's like, it's not blood, and I want to pass on like the blood, my DNA to like generations, you know? Then my other brother, he does not want kids, and he hates kids, like, he doesn't like kids at all. He just, ugh. Then there's just me, the last son, to pass on the last name and the blood. And I don't know, man, I don't know, I get too attached to shit. Like, what if I get a girl and she doesn't want kids, and I'm attached, and I'm like torn that like I gotta choose, like, do I stay and like not have kids, or try to like not change her, but like, you know what I mean, try to have a kid with her, or do I just leave and be fucking broken for whatever reason, you know? I don't know, man. Yeah, I understand, and we kind of like these deep talks, but stop rambling and get on the game. I'm sorry. And I don't know, man. Maybe you like these stories, maybe you don't. But anyway, let's continue. Else I'll be here rambling all night.
And that's how it's been for the last 6 months until we can figure out a more permanent solution.
It's kind of funny that even though you weren't ready for kids, you ended up with them anyway. He grins.
You guys don't count. You practically take care of yourselves. I'm just here to provide the roof.
Well, to be honest, I took care of myself since I was basically like 7, 6. Because my dad, after, what was it? My dad and my mom divorced, right? My dad always worked. It was like, and he was like never here until like the night, really. Like, we didn't really see him. So it was basically like, the only person who took care of me was my brother, and he's like 2 years older than me, you know? So, yeah, I basically took care of myself, and it's like, I think I grew up okay. Like, I know how to cook eggs, I know how to put stuff in the microwave. I grew up on eggs and Hot Pockets. Cat, are you fat? No, I'm just, not fat. I'm not skinny, but I'm not fat either, you know what I mean? I'm just average. But, you know, it's like, as long as you could keep a kid alive till they're 6, you know, they could provide for themselves. Jeez, thanks. Maybe it's a good thing you didn't have kids. He laughs. So, what was this phone call about tonight? No, what was this phone call tonight about? Kaito turns solemn again.
Part of our agreement for our separation was that we will both do whatever it takes to keep up the pretense of marriage when it involves our careers.
Oh, why not?
She's going on some sort of retreat with her girlfriend. Normally we consult with each other before booking any trips to prevent something like this from happening. But this time she didn't. I really need her there.
She'll be there. Let's give him hope. Let's joke around. Aunt Yuki and a girl? Ooh. Clearly this arrangement isn't working either. This mood is really tense. We gotta joke around a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? It's really tense. And maybe he'll laugh. Maybe. Because now all jokes, hit its mark. Did you say she's going on a retreat with her girlfriend?
Yes. Why?
Her girlfriend.
Yes.
Uncle Kaito, I discovered the reason why your marriage didn't work. Aunt Yuki likes women. He stares at me for a second, then bursts into laughter. Okay, it went good, guys.
No, her friend who is a girl, not her girlfriend.
Oh.
She is very much into men.
Okay.
I mean, very into men.
I believe you.
Trust me, she's definitely a fan of the...
Please stop. Uncle Kaito glances at the clock and stands.
I didn't realize how late it's gotten. I have an early start tomorrow.
Don't you always have an early start? You get up before I do.
True, but I have an even earlier start than usual.
Ick. No, sorry. Double sneeze. We say goodnight and Kaito heads upstairs. I go into the living room and turn on the TV. After watching my shows and the news, I turn in for the night. Man, I kinda miss the, like, Crystallina and Thinner Enigma, you know what I mean? Something like that. I wake up and yawn. Another day, another class. As if on autopilot, I get dressed and go through my morning routine. Then I hop on my bike and drive to school. When I arrive, I head straight for class and wait for the professor. He arrives promptly and begins class.
Good morning. Today we'll be discussing the differences between military grenade weaponry and those used in recreational matches.
Yawn, I already know this. I want to learn. Guys, let me tell you about high school and college. I'm a C or D. Well, in high school I was a D because like D's were passing, but in college I was a C student. Like the little college I did, because I only went for like what, like maybe a year. I did college, I didn't like it. And it was community, so I didn't really pay that much. So I was a C student and failed one class, you know? I was a C student and I would mostly sleep in class. Like, I don't know, you could study on your own. Like, you don't really need lectures unless like, you know what I mean? Unless you didn't have a textbook and lectures are like important. Like seriously, you could study on your own. I just went there because of my community college is like, if you're not like attending or whatever, and you miss like 3 of them, they'll drop you out of class, so I would have to be there, so I would mostly sleep. Like, I'll go to back and go to sleep. Unless it's interesting, like, my criminal justice classes, they were pretty interesting, because, the people who taught it were cops. They were fucking cops, man, and it was dope, those stories. I fucking love them. So, let's go to sleep. Yawn, I already know this. This material is simple stuff. Time for a discreet power nap. ... What is this weird feeling? It's like someone's watching me. I open my eyes and see the entire class watching me.
During that specific qualifier match, the gear's energy core is what surged with additional power, not his weapons.
I feel like I might have missed something important. You know what? Maybe I should have, see what the hell they were talking about.
Although, I must admit, I've never seen a core do that before. Hopefully this young man can enlighten us on how he did it.
I have no idea how I did it. No one will find out my secrets. Why are you guys talking about my core? I don't know, like, I like the third option, you know why? Cause I just woke up, it's like, oh, why are you guys talking about my core? Like that. I thought this lesson was about military versus recreational weaponry. Why are we talking about me? The class looks disappointed. However, the teacher nods.
Of course, we shouldn't get distracted. Let's get back to the lesson on hand.
He returns to his lecture. Once class ended, I hurry out of the room. My phone is already in my hand by the time I get outside. Let's see if anyone's free. Let's see. Who do I want to hang out with? Like, because I know there's routes you could do where it's like, you know what I mean? Like different routes in this game. You could like hang out with a chick and end up with them, you know what I mean? It's like, picking, Kira or fucking Erilyn from, Cenorobotics Enigma. I'm plugging that in right now. Yeah, hopefully you put the fucking, card icon over here. Yeah, you gotta decide like on those two, but in this game you could decide like 4, I think. So it's like, who do I choose? Because like, I could go with Mayu, but it's like, I'm stealing from Sho, but she's like my type, shy anime girl. But I think I might go with Cowdy, because we did Cowdy after story, and you guys are like, yeah, you should've played that first, before you did Cowdy after story, but, you know what I mean? Let's see the build up though. Alright Cowdy, let's see what you got. I should check up on Eagle, and see how bad the damage really is. Hopefully, it'll still be in fighting form even without the repairs from a sponsor. A sponsor. When I arrive in the hangar, I see a familiar face. Cowdy is circling her gear with a critical eye. I guess we had the same idea. Hey Cowdy. She nods at me. How does it look? Cowdy looks solemn.
It could be better. The damage is mostly cosmetic, but there is some damage here and here, which could impact performance.
She points to the area on her gear.
This will reduce overall acceleration and top speed. It hurts the aerodynamic nature of Aura.
Aura?
Yeah, Aura. The name of my gear.
I suddenly remember a conversation I had with Sho regarding gears and their genders. Is it an it? No, she's gonna be like, what? It's not an it. It's either a she or a he. Like, I'm not with this non-binary crap. It's an inanimate object, and I'm giving like a fucking preference. I'm gonna say she. You know why? Because why not? Because Cowdy might call it a she. It's like how most people call their cars a she. I think women do the same thing, right? Like, women name their cars. It doesn't matter. You can name it a guy's name, a girl's name, but like, I think it's okay to name it a girl's name. Is Aura a female?
Well, the gear is an embodiment of a pilot, so yes.
I got it right. I got it. I'm a little surprised Aura has a gender. I didn't take you as a sentimental person. She looks calm, but her voice gets a little defensive.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tread lightly, dude. This girl's just gonna hit me, watch. She's gonna be like, you idiot, baka! Just punch the shit out of me. I mean, I get that gear. Okay, okay. And there's a helicopter over me. Okay. I mean, I get the gear is shaped like a female for the purposes of... I get the gear is shaped like a female for the purpose of sponsorship and to appear to spectators, but... I trail off, unsure how to verbalize my question without offending. How do you ask someone about the boobs on their gear? Luckily, Cowdy seems to understand.
This frame is smaller for better agility. And
She looks at the chest area of Aura. Her face flushes.
extra storage space contains emergency energy packs for the thrusters, in case the core temporarily overheats. Their, location just happened to be there for the best weight distribution of the gear.
Oh. Yeah, I get it, Cowdy. Yeah, the extra storage and, they're there for weight distribution. Yep, yeah. Let's just say that, yeah. Aura sounds no nonsense and efficient. They really do embody their pilots. I suppose that makes sense. She nods. We both continue reviewing her gear. The silence only grows more and more awkward. So, how did he come up with the name? If I didn't know any better, I would think it was named after the anime Ninja Ranger. The one in pink was also called Aura. Cowdy glares at me.
Yeah, so? It is named after her.
Okay, she's gonna hit you. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to get hit. Like, never in life. I'm a person who avoids confrontation. Are you serious? Good joke. You almost had me there. That one would hit me. There's no way. No, the first one. For real?
Why is that so bad?
I just never thought you'd be into anime.
What's so hard to believe about me liking anime?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong about liking anime. Anime is fucking dope. Now that I think about it, I didn't really consider what sort of hobbies Cowdy has. Although anime would be on my list of probably not or impossible for her. ... Actually, isn't Aura the Ranger of Honor? She blinks in surprise.
How did you know that?
I might be into anime as well. Ooh. Man, this is like a weeb's dream, finding like a girl who likes anime. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of like my dream. Like, I want to just sit down and watch Code Geass with a girl, you know? Code Geass is my favorite anime, like, I love Code Geass.
Really? That's a surprise.
What's so hard to believe about me liking anime? Cowdy blushes in embarrassment.
I guess we were both making unfair assumptions.
She looks at her gear before facing me again.
So, which is your favorite ranger?
Her speech is halted, as if she's too embarrassed to even ask the question. Justice, knowledge, emotion, power, honor. Okay, let me tell you why I like the green one. Even if it wasn't green, I would have picked emotion because it would either be emotion or justice, because I don't know, I like justice, man. I want to be a cop and everything, but I believe like justice, like, don't get me wrong, the law's okay, but like it's not perfect. And like there's some laws I do break, like jaywalking, like all the little ones. Not stealing no more. I'm a Christian now, so I don't steal. But you know what I mean? It's like, that's why I won't pick justice, because I think I have more emotion. I don't know, I'm kind of emotional, you know? I get like, either when I'm happy, I'm really happy. When I'm sad, I'm really sad. When I'm pissed, I'm really pissed. Or it's like, if hopefully I don't get mad with my knife, I'll like stab someone. You know what I mean? I'm an emotional person. Power, no, I'm not powerful, man. I'm fucking weak. I'm short. I'm 5'3". I don't got power. And honor, well, I'm not gonna pick it because Cowdy, you can't be like, Oh, wow, you like honor? I like honor too. Like, don't give them like a bullshit answer when it's not like your thing. Emotion. Sense, the ranger of emotion.
Sense was amazing.
Of course, he was always so understanding of others.
I know. And he'd know just the right things to say or do to help anyone.
I stare at Cowdy in surprise. I don't think I've ever seen her so animated. Oh, that's kind of cute, you know? Like, I think about Cowdy, like, is she really Sundari? She doesn't hit me, she hits Show, so, you know what I mean? She's pretty nice. As long as she doesn't hit me. She blinks at my astonishment before her face reddens.
Well, I mean, if you're into that.
I let out a chuckle. Cowdy smiles. I'm glad I was able to learn something new about you. Her cheeks redden even further.
Don't make it sound like that.
She shuffles her feet and avoids my gaze.
But it is a little nice knowing you like anime too.
I'm gonna be a little racist because, like, you know, they're in Japan, so it's like everyone likes anime, right? I don't have any Japanese viewers. Well, I don't think I do, but if you're, or you know, Japanese culture, it's like, no, you know what? Not a lot of people like a lot of stuff, so it's okay if you don't like anime. But if you're watching me playing a visual novel, you better like anime, because it's like, why are you watching me play a visual novel? I don't know. We spend more time together at the hangar before she heads out for her class. I'm in the campus gym finishing up my workout. When I return to my locker, there's a missed text from Cowdy. Emergency meeting! Meet in the hangar! Geez, all caps? I better get going. I arrive at the hangar about the same time as Sho and Mayu. Cowdy waits impatiently in front of her gear.
Finally! That took you a while.
Like, I agree with the first one. Like, I just saw your text. I might have got a little distracted. What are you talking about? I'm on time. No, I just saw your text. What the fuck? Like, literally. I literally came here as soon as I got your text.
I texted before heading over here so we'd be on time.
I guess you walk faster than me. Cowdy addresses the rest of the team.
What about you guys?
Sorry. We were having lunch and I guess we lost track of time.
Cowdy blinks, then waves her hand dismissively.
Never mind. We have more important things to discuss. Like our sponsor situation.
Oh yeah, because we didn't get shit. Everyone becomes serious.
Our gears need a lot of maintenance to return to peak fighting condition. And the next round is tomorrow.
Ooh.
I don't know why, but everyone I talked to was really rude and unhelpful.
Oh, well, no shit. What the fuck? Sho and I stare a knowing glance, and Cowdy catches us.
What?
Nothing.
She continues to stare.
It's just, sometimes you can come across a little harsh.
I'm just honest.
I fucking hate this sentence. I'm just honest. It's like, yeah, you're honest, but you're an asshole. It's like, it depends on your tone on how you ask them. Like, you could be honest, but you gotta have like a smooth tone. There was this, a friend, he put on my yearbook, what was it? You have the ability to, like, what was it? I don't remember it correctly, but it's basically, you have the ability to say say hurtful things, not hurtful, but like, say mean things without anyone getting mad. You know what I mean? Like, because it's a thing, it's your tone, you know? You can't be like, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck it. You're fucking dumb. Like, shit. Dude, you're dumb. Like, come on. It's all about the tone, you know? It's all about your tone. Because Like, Cowdy, you just gotta... You can be honest, like, I don't care. Anyone could be honest in this world. It's just your tone. You change your tone, you could be, you know what I mean, someone okay. As long as you're not an asshole, like, an actual asshole where it's like, well, you could go fuck it, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, like, I've been thinking, like, making a... On my, third channel, right? I've been talking to my brother for years about this. Just going on YouTube and making a class, like, how not to be an asshole. That's my class. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe it'll be fun. How not to be an asshole.
Sure, but honesty doesn't make people like you. You need to get in touch with your soft, warm, feminine side.
Exactly, man. You just gotta be in touch with your feminine side. Look at Joe. He's in touch with his feminine side. And he's doing great. Cowdy raises an eyebrow.
Is that what you do?
Well, yeah.
Yes!
You agreed to it. What the fuck?
I mean to the warm thing, not the soft and feminine thing.
Dude, it would have been more funny if you just would have said yes and just ended there. That would be dumb and funny. We stare at him blankly, like, what?
I'm just going to shut up now.
Yeah, I think that's good for the whole group.
Before you do, did you manage to get a sponsor?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans into them.
Nope.
Why are you smiling about that, motherfucker? We need it.
You forgot to ask around, didn't you?
Maybe.
You forgot to ask around, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
There's no maybe. It's a yeah. He looks sheepish. Cowdy rolls her eyes.
What about you, Mayu? Can your father sponsor us?
Mayu shakes her head.
Unfortunately, he's backing the team I was originally supposed to join. When I was invited onto the team, Father was so happy, he promised he'd sponsor them. Even though I never joined them, he can't go back on his promise.
Okay. Cowdy nods, then faces me.
You had that interview yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to the interview with Warp Tech. It didn't work out.
Why am I not surprised?
It had less to do with me and more to do with our team status. I can show you the full report from the SBA if you want to know the official reason, but basically, we weren't a high enough ranking. Like shit, man. I fish my phone out of my pocket. It flashes low battery, warning at me before it dies completely.
Where's the report?
Hold on. I need to charge my phone. My gaze lands on my gear. I race to it and head into the cockpit. My teammates call after me, but I ignore them. Once I plug my phone into the docking connection, it lights up with a charging symbol. Everyone wears confused faces when I climb out of the cockpit. What?
Why didn't you just use an outlet?
Mayu points to the outlet on the wall. When did those get here? You mean this isn't what gears are for? Who cares if I use an outlet or my gear? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all about charging my phone. No, when did those get there? Because I don't see the fucking outlet. Dude, it would be funny if, like, all the pictures they have, like, of this hangar, there's no outlet until, like, they just pointed it out, like, there's an outlet right there. That would be so funny. Huh. That's new.
No, they're not.
I never noticed them before.
Ooh, what about those? And those?
That would be funny. It's like they just like keep adding like outlets like right here, right there, to by Mayu's feet right here. they all like pull out like their like on their shirts, right? And these right here, we have personal outlets right here, man. This is the future. Show points to another outlet. In fact, there are outlets everywhere. Nope, never see them before either. Besides, an outlet doesn't do me any good if I don't have a phone charger with me.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
She's the only one that says that. Cowdy is like, really? Really, my guy? Really?
Anyway, I guess we're back to square one.
Back? We never left square one.
Shell, she's gonna kill you. Don't give up hope just yet. I might have something.
Another meeting?
No, but my friend in the SBA is still helping us search.
Okay, in the meantime, the rest of us should continue our search too. I'll take another look at what ACE offers. Maybe there's some kind of campus grant or funding we can apply for. Mayu, do you think you could reach out to some of the other major corporations we haven't talked to yet? Maybe with your background, you'll have more luck than we would.
What do you mean her background? Who the fuck is she, Mayu? What the fuck? Mayu nods.
Maybe Sho can ask around local businesses?
Show, better do work, buddy. You just look at his face. It's like I'll blink. Show, you better do work, else I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna go to your house, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
You're not gonna do shit, are you?
Good idea.
Cowdy looks at me. I'll follow up with my contact. She nods.
Hopefully, we'll find someone. But there's a chance we might have to fight with our gears as is.
I'm confident we'll find someone in time. Mayu smiles at me and nods. Sho claps me on the back.
Okay, we have our plan. Text me if you guys get any leads.
We all nod.
I'm off then. I've got some stuff to take care of.
Okay, that better be finding a sponsor, Sho. I'll find you.
I hope you mean reaching out to the businesses, Sho, and not playing your video games.
I hate that so much when people are like, and not playing your video games. It's like, I feel higher because I don't play video games. I don't know, like people who don't play video games, it's like, I hope you're not playing your video games. It's like some mom or like parent answer. It's you know?
Of course that's what I meant. The arcade industry is a lucrative place to find a sponsor.
Is it bad where it's like, I would pull out my knife and it's like, you better fucking find a sponsor, you puto. Find it. Pinche menso. My size.
Sho.
He wears his signature smile.
Okay. Let's go find us a sponsor.
He's not gonna find anything, is he? Mayu beams. The pair wave at us before heading out.
I'll be going too. Tell me if your friend is successful.
I nod and Cowdy leaves. Nothing left for me to do but go home. Did he just forget his phone? No, I got it, right? He can't be that retarded. He can't be that dumb. An uneventful drive later, I arrive at home. I'm back. I walk into an eerie, quiet living room. Looks like I'm the first one home. It feels a bit strange. Nikki's bright smile is usually here to greet me. Maybe she has an after-school club activity or something? I reach for my pocket to see if she texted me. My heart sinks as my hand grabs air. There's a void where my pocket should be, or my phone should be. Crap, I must have left it in my gear. You dumbass, you. The sun is setting, and it will be evening by the time I reach campus. Hopefully, it wouldn't be too much trouble getting into Eagle after hours. I remember CINY was pretty restrictive on who can enter the hangar at night. I hop back on my bike and drive back to Ace Academy. Surprisingly, traffic is heavy and it takes longer than I expect to reach campus. A handful of students cross the quad as they head towards either their evening classes or the bus station. Even the sky is an inky darkness. The pathway on campus are still bathed with soft light. It's kind of peaceful. The pilot's lounge is just as busy as always, but I don't recognize too many of the students here. Most of them must be upperclassmen, either 3rd or 4th year. I slip through unnoticed and arrive at the hangar entrance. I'm about to swipe in when the guard stops me.
Hold on, what's your business in the hangar?
I forgot something. It's not a lie, but it would be too embarrassing to tell him the whole truth. Luckily, the guard doesn't seem to care. He gives me a quick once-over and nods.
Alright, go ahead and swipe.
Thanks. I bring my student ID in proximity of the sensors. A second later, the success chime sound as the door slides open. I follow the tunnel to the hangar. The sound of power tools, machinery, and metallic ringing echoes along the walls. It makes sense that most of the repairs happen after hours. It's a lot safer for them to work without the threat of students walking around causing potential disasters. Instinctively, my feet lead me to Eagle. What the? A bluish hue form an active terminal displays illuminates my docking station. That doesn't seem right. I'm sure I turned everything off when I left. Cautiously, I tiptoe towards my gear. Who the fuck is that? Someone's trying to rob me. They're gonna take my phone. They're gonna see my nudes. It's gonna be leaked. There's a figure crouched in front of Eagle. The person is dressed entirely in black and wearing a hoodie that hides his or her face. Still engrossed in my gear, the stranger hasn't detected my presence yet. You gotta sneak up behind them, man. You gotta beat the shit out of them. Staying in the shadows, I continuously creep towards Eagle. As I close the distance between us, I notice how small and petite the person is. It must be a girl. But I can't think of anyone who would be so interested in my gear. Once I'm only a few steps away, she tenses, as if noticing a presence. Grab. Before she can react, I grab her shoulder and roughly spin her to face me. What the fuck? Valerie? What are you doing here? She grins. Her gaze flicks to my hand, still on her shoulder.
I never would have guessed you like it rough.
Girl, I could be possessive too. You don't touch my shit. That's how I get when someone's messing with my baby. That came out more as a warning than a joke.
Sounds like you're overly attached.
She flashes me a playful smirk, but I don't smile back. What are you doing messing around with Eagle?
Nothing, I promise.
You were obviously doing something with the terminal. That's not nothing. She holds up her hands in defense.
I wanted to get a better reading on your core. I'm not altering anything though, just studying.
Why?
To figure out how your core was able to sustain such a high energy output for so long without completely burning out.
Don't worry about it. Like shit, get the fuck out here.
Given the size of your core and the cooling system, the heat dissipation doesn't seem like it would have sustained longer than a few seconds, yet it lasted almost 10 minutes!
Wow, I didn't know you were such a nerd.
Maybe there's a direct coolant injection to the primary source? I also didn't consider the acceleration of airflow given the hidden frame openings. Perhaps a quick calculation using...
My eyes start to gaze over as she continues her technical jargon. As I struggle to pay attention, I can't help but to be a little impressed. She's more than meets the eye. I notice the longer she speaks, the more relaxed her body becomes, and her voice is laced with excitement. She's really passionate about how gears work, and I believe that she's telling the truth when she said she never intended to sabotage Eagle.
Here, I'll prove I wasn't changing anything.
I watch as Valerie retraces a few screens with all the configuration data unmodified. Okay.
Huh?
I get it. You're curious, but you can't just break into other people's robots and mess with their parts. She looks away.
I'm sorry.
We're silent. Then she looks sideways at me.
So, I guess you wouldn't want to know that your primary weapon can actually benefit from an airflow exhaust here and here.
What? She points inside my open gear.
You see right there?
Yes, I think.
It'll still require validation testing, though. You should probably get your engineer to check it out.
My engineer?
Yeah, you know. The person who makes sure all your gears are working properly and helps you with any upgrades or improvements.
Don't the sponsors do that? Valerie shakes her head.
They help a lot when it comes to major repairs or new items, but an engineer on your team takes care of any general maintenance and the like.
Oh. Maybe I'll tell my engineer that. Well, we're just fine without one. No, the first one. We should probably get an engineer. Like, what the fuck? Like, that would probably help the team. I asked my team about getting engineer. It sounds like we could really benefit from Ron.
You definitely would.
She scoots closer and smiles. Well, you're gonna tell me you're my engineer, aren't you?
And luckily for you, you already have one person perfect for the job.
Really? She scoots even closer and bats her eyelashes at me. Who's that? Valerie sighs. Like, really? She's like, this guy is a mental. He's a dumbass.
Just think about it.
There's another pause. To avoid the awkwardness, I shut down the open terminal. Should we get going then?
Yeah.
Neither one of us moves. Don't touch my gear again without my permission.
I promise I won't.
I wait for her to leave, but she doesn't budge. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
She stands in place and waves. You aren't leaving.
Neither are you.
Okay, on the count of 3, we'll leave together. She nods. 1, 2, 3. We both stay put. You didn't move.
Neither did you.
What the hell are you kids still doing here?
Security catches us off guard, and we simultaneously stammer nonsense. He shakes his head.
If your business here is done, then you have to leave.
Valerie glances at me, and I glance at her, still waiting for her to move. She doesn't. Suddenly, a strong hand grabs my arm. Hey! The guard holds Valerie too. He's physically leading us towards the exit.
You should get home. It's late.
Well, I didn't get my shit though. We pass through the door and the guard shuts them behind us. Valerie and I are once again standing in silence.
Well, I'll see you around.
This week, right? We have to do our project.
Yep. It's a date.
She winks at me, then turns around and leaves. I call after her. It's not a date. My protest falls on deaf ears. Oh well, I'm sure she was joking anyway. Maybe. I head to the parking lot. Once I reach my bike, I drive home, never getting his phone. Nikki still isn't home by the time I return. Where can she be? I reach into my pocket for my phone and grasp empty air, because you're a dumbass. Oh crap, not again. How's your alarm still going? Oh, you probably have a clock. I turn off my alarm and roll out of bed. Time to get ready for class. As I head downstairs, I feel uneasy. Today will be our first match. I really hope Yuna was able to work her magic and get us a sponsor. Nikki is rummaging in the living room, and I smile when I see her. Even when I'm stressed or worried, Nikki always seems to know how to put my mind at ease. Hey Nikki, just the person I was hoping to see.
Look, if you're hungry, you have to find your own food. I don't have time to cook today.
She doesn't pause to look at me when she speaks, but continues gathering what she needs for the day. Not quite the welcome I was expecting. You okay?
Yes, just in a hurry.
Oh, do you need a ride to school? She freezes, then whirls on me.
Oh, now you offer me a ride? A little too late for that.
She throws her books into her bag. She doesn't seem okay. We crawled up her butt and died. Oh, is it that time of the month again? Okay, never say this answer. Uh-oh, is it that time of the month again? If you're a guy, never say this to anyone. Not your girlfriend, not your wife, not your sister, because they're gonna beat the crap out of you. Because my sister almost beat the shit out of me. Never ask anyone, never ask a female this. Never. I'll probably say this one. What crawled up her butt and died because she's being rude. What the fuck? I had enough to deal with already. I don't have time for Nikki's games. Fine.
Fine. I need to get to school. I'll see you later.
She's out the door before I can say goodbye. That was weird. Shrugging, I head into the kitchen and whip up a quick breakfast. Hopefully, she's in a better mood the next time I see her. After eating, I hop on my bike and drive to school. Yuna's already in class when I arrive. She waves as I walk in and sit beside her. Hey, Yuna.
Hey!
She wears a wide grin and fidgets with excitement. You seem like you're in a good mood.
I am.
She pauses.
Aren't you?
I guess so.
I thought you'd be a little more excited than that.
Really? How come? She seems confused.
Well, I guess I just assumed that this had been hard for you, and I thought I'd helped bring you some relief.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
You know, I found you a sponsor.
Oh! That's amazing! How did you manage that?
I called in a favor, but that doesn't matter. I've already set up your account with them, and repairs are underway. They started as soon as the paperwork was signed, so your gears will be as good as new in time for the match today.
That's really dope. I don't know how to thank you. She blushes.
You don't have to. I promised I'd find you one, and I always keep my promises.
I don't know what I'll do without you. You're a lifesaver. Yuna blushes deeply, and she seems pleased by my words. You should come to meet the team before the match. You should come meet the team before the match. We can share the good news together.
Sure, as long as I won't intrude on anything.
You won't. She nods. So, I know we won't get our scores back this class, but how do you think we did on the project?
I think we'll get a really high mark.
Yeah, I hope so. We worked really hard on it. She nods.
I feel really confident about it. I'm happy we were able to meet over the weekend and finish the project together. I think it made a huge difference than if we worked separately.
Me too. And getting to spend some time alone with her was an added bonus. As our conversation winds to a close, the professor comes in and starts the class. The professor wraps up the lesson and the students begin to file out of the classroom. I gather my belongings and head out the class. I want to text my team, but when I reach into my pocket, I feel empty air. Damn. My phone is still in my gear, which is still undergoing repairs. Yuna walks beside me. How much longer do you think it will be until the repairs are done?
Probably most of the afternoon. That's how long it usually takes if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Is something wrong?
I don't want to tell her my phone is in there. That might bring up some awkward questions about what it's doing in there. I recall the team's reaction from yesterday, and I'm confident in my decision to avoid the topic. I'm just eager to check up on my gear. She nods understandingly, a small smile on her lips.
When should I come meet the team?
How about once the repairs are done? We can meet in front of the hangar, and I'll let you in.
Great, I'll see you then.
Yuna slings her bag over her shoulders and heads off. I really should text my team about the repairs now rather than later. It should be fun. It should be fine to go collect my phone. I make my way to the hangar, but Eagle isn't in its usual dock. They must have moved it so they can complete the repairs without a chance of accidentally harming the surrounding gears. I circle around the hangar until I come upon an enclosed area in the far corner, well away from the parked gears. As I approach, I can hear a whir of machinery muffled through the heavy doors, which are open ajar. I peek inside and see Eagle and Emerald surrounded by a group of mechanics. I push the doors before I can enter. One of the mechanics jogs over to me.
Sorry, only personnel may enter here.
My gear is in here.
Then it's undergoing repairs right now.
I know, but I need to get something from my gear.
You can get it when repairs are complete.
Actually, I need it now.
Why? What is it?
Just say it, what the fuck? This is so embarrassing. I think he's gonna say it. I mumble out my response. It's my phone. I left it in the cockpit.
What?
My phone.
What is your phone doing in your gear?
I was charging it. The mechanic crosses his arms.
Your gear is not a charging station.
Well, it is to me. I know. He sighs.
Alright. Which gear is yours?
I point to Eagle.
Wait here.
He closes the door. After a few minutes, he returns with my phone in his hand. Thanks.
Is there anything else?
No, thanks again. He nods, then shuts the door. As I walk towards the exit, I unlock my phone and I'm greeted by 13 messages. They're all from Nikki. Now that I think about it, I don't remember if I saw her last night. Opening them up, I read them in succession. Hello, my favorite big bro. How would you feel about picking me up from Magmus tonight? Did you get my last text? Cooking class is almost over, and I really like to go hang out with Megumi. Oh, it's Megumi, sorry. Hang out with Megumi. She can give me a ride over, but can you pick me up? Can you give me a ride home? Question mark. Is that a no? Question mark, question mark, question mark. If you don't want to get me, then you should just say so. Duh. Fine, I'll take the bus. Are you mad at me? What did I do? Whatever it is, I'm sorry. Please don't be mad anymore. Dude, why are you ignoring me? Just tell me. Wow, okay. I literally made all your meals, and you can't even do me this little favor for me? Stop being such a jerk! What the fuck, man? My throat is killing me. I'm on the bus now, thanks to someone. Jeez, whose team now has a sponsor? Oh, this is not even her. I'm like reading this all mad. Guess whose team now has a sponsor and their gear are already undergoing repairs. Oh, the last text was sent from Yuna. This morning before class. ... Well, this explains a lot. No wonder Nikki was so moody this morning. I'm sure once I tell her it was all a misunderstanding, she'll be fine. I shoot my team a text. Gears are undergoing repairs. Meet me in the hangar in 2 hours. Now that that's taken care of, I still have some time to kill. I wonder what I should do. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna end it. So So if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see more of me whenever I post, and leave a comment. Man, this game is really good. Man, it's an hour already. I don't know what it is, like, when I'm playing, like, I don't really know if it's an hour, it could be half an hour, it could be 10 minutes. I look once, like, down, you know how crazy it is? I look down, it's like, you've been recording for 15 minutes, and I'm like, okay. Then, when I get to, like, a place where it's like, oh, I'm gonna end it here, I look down 1 hour later. This is crazy, man. Okay, I hope you have a beautiful day. Farewell, and as always, bye-bye.